Just thought I'd do a little walk around of the 1960 Beetle Outlaw that I built. Show a few of the modifications. Probably can't get everything in one video, but we'll do a quick walk around. Custom coilover shocks. Extended lower shock mount. Reinforced lower control arm. Aluminium plate braces through the body, both sides, then has a strut brace that goes from one side to the other, so it ties all the suspension in one side of the car to the other, as well as stiffens up the body in addition to the body mounts. Aluminium surge tank, which is where the EFI pump picks up its fuel and returns the fuel to. Aeroflow quick connect fittings that goes to the filter, so you can service everything without having to worry about having fuel run everywhere. Disc brakes on the front end, coming through to the back. Adjustable spring plates, disc brakes again on the back. Adjustable shocks for rebound. Remote oil filter assembly, quick connect lines, so when you pull the engine, once again, no tools required for oil lines and no oil drips. Oil cooler hiding in there, and thermofan. Filter housing also has a thermostat, so it bypasses the cooler till it oils up to temperature. Little picture of the cooler from the underneath side and the mounting. Empty covers have been modified, different seals to seal the bolts, and the breathers come out of the top of the cover instead of the forward or rear, just to work with our breather box. Oil lines, custom built rear solid mount bar. Also solid mounted the gearbox, bolts up through the frame horns. Round to the engine. Engine's a 1915cc, 110 wheel horsepower, revs to 7,000 RPM without a problem, all the good bits inside. Left-hand side, driver's side, sorry, right-hand side in Australia. Not as busy as the passenger side. Can see the Kafer bar set up as well. Titanium wrap on the exhaust. Engine runs in an EFI Haltech system, hence the oxygen sensor. Back to the driver's front. Again, not as busy in there. Late model master cylinder to cope with the four-wheel discs. Also a quick steer linkage. Beams 4-inch narrowed. Run a 10mm spacer plate, which allows us to run the 15 by 5.5s front to rear and almost achieve a square setup. Slightly wider track in the rear than the front, but only a few millimetres in it. Linkpin setup's a little bit unique. Have custom machine Linkpin bushes on an angle. Runs a standard Linkpin top, custom Linkpin on the bottom. That allows us to get 3 degrees negative camber and everything run nice and true. Adjustable custom made sway bar, sits up nice and high. Runs up through the top of the beam so it doesn't catch on the ground, being lowered. Side beam adjusters. They've been positioned, and the springs have been positioned in conjunction with the coilover to work perfectly, and then the coilover gives us a little bit of adjustment so we can corner weight the car. Inside a little bit sparse today as we're getting ready to put the roll cage in for the weekend's event. Steering wheel, run power tune, digital dash, hooks to the Haltech ECU. That's just got a GoPro mount that's been modified to fit on a little plate on the windscreen, which then allows to pull that off, and when we don't have it in race mode and it's in street mode, we can still have the original gauge and look factory inside. Vintage speed handbrake, PugTech custom race shifter, nice and high. Other than that, we do have a full interior. Thanks for watching.